I wrote the book, or should I say, I channeled Egyptian numerology, emergence into the fifth dimension, to help facilitate our rapid growth in higher consciousness. Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier, the author of Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and the sequel, The Path of a Wounded Healer, Liberation is for the Asking. To be honest, I became disillusioned with divining tools in general several years ago because the information was no longer offering me useful guidance. I had specifically outgrown most current knowledge found in astrology and numerology. Each of these portals appeared to repeat the same information, and although it was entertaining, it wasn't leading me anywhere new. I needed more direction, more clarity, more inspiration. I needed and craved a higher truth regarding my life path and my purpose. I don't know if you have experienced this yearning before, but I will say be careful what you pray for and be ready to receive when your wishes are granted. I didn't have a clue that my involvement with Egyptian numerology would change my life so drastically. Not only learning the calculations and the philosophy within and around Egyptian numerology, but also the preparation with increasing my energy field so that I could channel the third dimensional meaning of numbers into light codes, into the fifth dimension. We are experiencing a time like no other. Many of us have been waiting for this opportune time of personal soul evolution and a hike in collective higher consciousness. And many are just awakening to their spiritual journey, but nobody can deny that something is happening and it is divinely orchestrated. New energy requires new information. We cannot move forward with old paradigms. What has always worked in the collective in general is shifting, it's changing, elevating, and doing all of this at an astronomical speed. I couldn't channel the number light codes of Egyptian numerology until I raised my energy field to meet the higher realms. Light is information, and this type of information can only be reached by a heart and mind that is linked and open to spirit. If you don't have an open mind, you will not receive guidance when you ask for it, right? I can't expect anyone to align with Egyptian numerology unless they are ready to receive. Entering the fifth dimension requires change, humility, and an honest attempt to take responsibility for your life. Taking responsibility for your life requires the ability of loving yourself and not judging others. It means embracing the law of mirrors. The law of mirrors means that you cannot see something in another person, place, or thing unless it is in you first. If it's not in you, you would not be able to recognize it. Our reality is always reflecting to us that which is within us. It is understood that you see the world not as it is, but as you are. That's the whole definition of truth. What is truth? Your truth, my truth, or the truth? If we find insecurities in other people, then at some level there is insecurity within us. And if we find someone inspiring, then those are the traits that are in us also. And we see ourselves through another person. We're inspired. My book, Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, was inspired by my guides, both living and some already ascended. I asked for more guidance, and I was given the opportunity to learn Egyptian numerology. In the fifth dimensional realm, you can ascend karma, time, unhappiness, expectations, anger, sarcasm, addictions, emotional sensitivity, depression, anxiety, and so on. The fifth dimension opens your higher heart, located above your beating heart, around your thymus gland. This is truly the physical portal entrance into the higher dimensions. When you choose to respond with a higher level of consciousness and awareness, you change a vibration, a frequency. For instance, when you practice gratitude, patience, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, all of these are fifth dimensional vibration frequencies. So, alongside Egyptian numerology number clarification is the encouragement to practice raising your personal frequency. When you do this, you increase multiple possibilities in your life. You trigger memories, alter timelines, and utilize the information from Egyptian numerology to unlimited heights. Every life path energy carries clues in the form of a higher initiation to advance their spiritual directive. There are perceptual shifts that occur for each life path when they start preparing for the entrance into the fifth dimension. And I'm going to list these for you. They're not exclusive, but they're right on point. Let me know in the comments below if these resonate with you. If you're a life path number 1, you will come to know that the light and source of your power doesn't come from you, but through you. Your ability to create comes from this understanding and alignment. Life path number 2, you view the light and dark as two sides of the same coin. You no longer need the darkness to define the light. You respond to everything and all sentient beings with equal value and respect. Life path number 3, you communicate your creativity entirely through your vulnerability. By staying open and empathic, your sadness and joy have equal opportunity towards self-expression. Life path number 4, when merging into the higher realms, you intuitively know that to build something of substantial value, the foundation must be solid. This means that practicing spiritual techniques daily gives you the confidence to manifest a life of health, peace, and joy. Life path number 5. When you enter the higher realms, you are the regent of change and transformation. You know that energy is not created, only directed or redirected. You meet spirit by rising above your 5 senses to open your psychic abilities. Life path number 6. The path of the healer must practice self-love. To be an effective healer, you must heal yourself first. At this stage, you develop self-care skills, knowing that you cannot give something that you do not have. Life path number 7. You no longer desire to hide behind intellect, facts, and book knowledge. You have found that true intelligence is wisdom turned outward. You no longer look outside of yourself for answers. Life path number 8. Spiritual and material abundance requires an effort to balance heaven on earth. The Teo of both worlds needs to be equal. Both loops in the number 8 represent the spiritual and the material worlds linked and bonded. They are to be proportionate to each other for proper manifestation to occur. Life path number 9. To ascend to the higher realms, the 9 energy learns that true integrity requires the same amount of compassion. They no longer expect and wait for others to walk a path like theirs. They honor differences and see the similarities with their companions. Now, master numbers most often do not develop into their full power until they're around 36 or older. Before this time, they are developing their skills needed to advance spiritually. This energy is just a higher version of a single digit number, but with more experience, like master number 11-2. The lower number would be the number 2. And 22-4, the lower is the 4. 33-6, you'll be working the 6 before 36 years of age. And 44-8, will be working the number 8. So let's get into the life path numbers and merging into the 5th dimension. Master number 11-2 learns that ascension requires the absence of judgment, which includes the banishment of disappointments, expectations, regrets, anger, discrimination, pride, and the illusion of separation from source. Master number 22-4 sees the bigger picture and is not afraid to act on their inner visions. They know that building a new world requires new tools, innovative ideas, and inspired motivation through other people to create something monumental. Life path master number 33-6 learns to be the spirit dancer by channeling directly from the ether. Whatever they create through the process of alignment with source can heal others. They know that nothing happens by chance and that magic requires intention and energy. Life path master number 44-8. These people learn to create through intuitive predictability. They know that patterns repeat themselves and they become the agents of change that create through the experience of others and themselves. So some of you may have identified your spiritual progress in many of these areas, because when we enter and stay in the 5th dimension, all of our challenges become opportunities. When you've made the jump and experienced the higher realms, your life path takes on a new meaning towards service to yourself, the collective, and the universe in its totality. Now, you can learn more about Egyptian numerology, emergence into the 5th dimension, by joining my free online book, SYNOPSIS, this Saturday, October 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. To get the Zoom link, it's easy. You just subscribe to my newsletter at www.egyptiannumerology.org. You can also find the link to my website in the description box below. I look forward to exploring the realm of Egyptian numerology with you. I hope to see you there. Thank you. Namaste.